Tim, Noah was talking the other day about Cortland coming back and how some people, think that maybe there's not enough balls to go around with how deep you guys are and the tight end room and wide receiver room as well. I wanted to get your take on that. Is that how you feel as well? Is that this will actually maybe help the team? Noah was talking about Cortland coming back, you getting better, Jerry getting better, that it will open things up for guys instead of maybe take away catches from players.
Yeah, not really take away catches because the defense has to play us honest. We're gonna have 4 guys on the field that can make a big play at any moment. So there's not one guy you could just shut down because all of us are capable of taking over. So I think it's going to help a lot of us. And if we're on the field longer, that means there's going to be more passes and more targets for everybody. So you can't compare what last year was because it's going to be a completely different team.
Let's go with Michael, followed by Jeff Legwall. Go ahead, Michael.
Yeah, sir. I was just wondering, with the announcement that fans are going to be allowed back at full capacity to Mile High this fall, what do fans add to the game day experience for you guys?
They add everything, energy. They will keep us going because earlier in the season, last year when we didn't have no fans, or it was like 500. You're hyped up for the game, but it gets to a point where the game kind of dies down. And there were sometimes I was yawning on the sideline. Like it got to a point where I started to have to take pre-workout before games. So having the fans in there, I don't think I'm gonna need pre-workout anymore.
Thank you.
Jeff Legwall, followed by Mike Kliss. Go ahead, Jeff.
Tim, I'm just curious as to, last year it's such a big role in the offense, and now that you've had that role, does that change your sort of outlook or approach as you come into the season?
Definitely changes my approach. But at the end of the day, if we're winning, there's no reason to complain. So that's the only thing that matters to me. Do whatever I can to help our team win.
Just sort of from a mental perspective, though.
I know I'm capable of doing anything on the field and everything, and they know it, obviously. But like I said, we have a lot of weapons, and if we all eat, that means we're going to be winning. So I'm not going to complain at all. Just as long as we win, I don't care.
Let's go, Mike Kliss, followed by Kyle Newman. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Tim, first of all, what color you got on top there? Is that gray?
Today, it's a little bit greenish, a little bit bluish, a little bit grayish. The day before, it was a little bit purple. It's just whatever the sun wants to give me this day, that's what happens. Right. It's coming off soon, so we're gonna stop asking questions about it here.
I was thumbing through your bio, and it was just 4 years ago where you were kind of bouncing around in this time of year in that meat market, the 90-player, undrafted rookie, cut by the Ravens, cut by the 49ers. By any chance, do you share your story with guys? Because you can relate to Devontae Stukes, more than Cortland can or more than Jeudy can, your journey.
Yeah, if they have questions, I'm all for telling them my story. I don't really talk about it, honestly, because it's something that's in the past. And I got a second-round tender this year, so I feel like a second-round pick now. So I kind of just forget about that. But like the free agent guys, they reached out before they got here, and I gave them some advice. And I'm obviously here for them. I understand what they're going through right now, and days that they might be down, and because sometimes they might not get that as many reps as they want. But it's a marathon. Like everything is not going to happen at once. You just gotta keep fighting and show them that you're prepared to take that next step. And that's all I tell them, just to work hard. There's gonna be some days you don't catch no balls, but stand out some other way, blocking, run into the end zone every time, even if you don't got the ball. Just little small detailed things like that.
If you no longer have a question, can you please lower your hand? We'll go Kyle Newman, followed by Andrew Mason. Go ahead, Kyle.
Hey, Tim, with regards to Jerry Jeudy, what was your impressions of how he handled the ups and downs of his rookie year, and what do you think his potential is here for year 2?
I think he handled them good. Obviously, he could have handled it better at some points, but he's a rookie, man, and he puts a lot on his shoulders. He wants to be great really bad. So stuff happens, but going into year 2, I've said it already, Jerry Jeudy is really good, like really, really good. So I think it's for him, it's just all mental at this point. Like he knows he could get open against anybody in this league. And now it's just at the point that he just has to put it on film and remind him who he is. And that's it.
Let's go Andrew Mason, followed by Troy Rank. Go ahead, Andrew.
Good to see you, Tim. Couple of things. First of all, Jeudy mentioned yesterday there can be some benefits to working with two different quarterbacks who have different styles, throw different types of passes, etc. How do you see working with both Drew and Teddy? And what are the potential benefits of having two guys rather than one to throw to you at this point?
The more good players you have, the better, I'm pretty sure. So working, obviously you got to get chemistry, but my approach to it is honestly, the ball's coming my way, catch it. I don't really think about who's throwing right now. My job is to catch the ball. And that's it. Like, it don't matter how it comes, just catch it.
And secondly, with Teddy specifically, working with him the last week and a half, what are your initial observations of him, the passes he throws, the style, and also the leadership he's brought?
He's a vet in this game, man. You could see it his first day. He just controls the huddle. He leads the team. I don't know much more to say. He's a true pro. I'll tell you that.
We've got time for a couple more. Let's go Troy Rank, followed by Eric Dalala. Go ahead, Troy.
Cam, good to see you. How does one go through a whole season without a drop? When you look back, what was the key to that, to get to that point? And then I got to follow up.
Some hard work, a little bit of luck, and my quarterback's putting it on me. That's pretty much it, man. I get extra catches in every day. I pride myself on catching the ball. Like I said, being undrafted, I got to stand out some way. And this past year that was my way of standing out, of having no drops. And shoot, I'm trying to keep it going.
And when you have a quarterback derby, Tim, do the players, do you ever hope that it gets decided early in camp so you get that first team and know who the guy is? And I ask that only because it seems like it'd be hard for a quarterback to be the leader if he doesn't know he's the starter. I mean, maybe you don't, maybe I'm wrong on that. How do you see that? Is it better to get it known earlier in camp?
That's a good question. I don't know. Why don't they just both carry themselves like leaders, and whatever happens, they'll both be prepared.
Got time for about three more. Let's go Eric Dalala, followed by Zach Stevens. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, Tim, a couple for you. I want to follow up on Troy with those drops there, especially down the field, contested catches. I think you were one of the best in the league. Is there anything technique-wise that allows you to be so good there?
My hands. I don't like people touching me. So I get people hands off real nice. I got a big body. I don't even know how to say it. I just make a play, but I don't let people touch me. And I'm a big body, so it's hard for them to fight through and make a play. And it's just good technique. Our coach harps on being a technician, and I bought in, and it worked out for me.
And then secondly, you mentioned you feel like a second-round pick now. Do you allow yourself to think about the possibility of a long-term contract after this year, going into a contract season?
I try not to. It's hard not to, obviously, but I try not to. Because that's every kid's dream, every guy's dream is getting that long-term contract. But at the end of the day, I gotta keep myself motivated in some way. So like now I'm at the point where I'm pissed off that I didn't get a first-round tender, and I'm pissed off that I didn't get the extension. So now I gotta go back to the drawing board and work to get that. So that's my mindset right now. I try not to think about the long-term stuff.
Go ahead, Zach.
Hey, Tim, along those lines, do you think now, viewing yourself as potentially a second-round pick after that second-round tender, that you've made it in the NFL, or what do you need to do to say, man, I've made it, and this is where I'm supposed to be?
To say I made it, you gotta do something special, and the most special thing you could do in this league is win a Super Bowl. And I want to say I don't want to say I'm special because I feel like I still don't get the respect. Like I said, I wish I could have got a first-round tender, or I wish I could have got an extension. So, I don't feel good. Like, I don't talk to you guys enough. So, obviously, I need to do more I'm not talked about on TV enough, so obviously I need to do more. There's so much things I need to do. I got to be more consistent. It's one good year, I got to stack them, because a lot of people have one good years, but they go quiet the next year. So my job is not to fall in that statistic.
Last one, finish us off, Luke.
Tim, thanks for taking the time. You've quickly become a fan favorite in Broncos country for your blue collar mentality as a wide receiver. Why are aspects of the game that include blocking, film study, and special teams so important to you?
I'm a football player. At the end of the day, I'm labeled as a receiver, but I probably played every position in my life, and I love this game. So like, I'm gonna be out there. I'm not out there to be average. I'm out there to be the best at my position. So if it's special teams, I want to be the best gunner or the best R5. If it's a receiver, I want to be the best receiver on the field. If it's a blocking play, I want to try to put that guy on. At the end of the day, I want people to fear me on the field. Like I don't want to be just another guy out there.